Okay, so it just clicked that I am actually recording right now. Okay, I guess I could literally, I mean, oh, okay. Wow, that's fucking horrible. Like, it doesn't matter, but still, it's not doing me any justice. If I had my tripod, we'd be straight. We would be set, but I have no idea where it is. Okay, this is probably about as good. Ew! But this is probably about as good as we're getting. This is fine. Like, obviously, this isn't a formal video. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Hey guys. So, okay, if I seem like slightly uncomfortable or anxious in this video, it's because I am. But y'all are probably confused by the title, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm acting like I didn't prepare for this video. Like, I have 2 pages worth of notes that I wrote just so I don't forget anything specifically that I would like to say. This video isn't scripted, but I have things I wanted to say. So, first of all, I'm filming this video outside of my apartment complex. Y'all don't really see this area frequently because I'm not really out here. I have been more recently, but I didn't want to film this video in my room sitting on the floor because anytime I film a video like that, it's always been sad or news I'm not the most proud to share. And I didn't want that to be the tone we set for this video because it's actually extremely exciting for me, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. I want to share something that I haven't necessarily been hiding. I just wasn't ready. I'm just looking around if there's like anybody else. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I was ready and that things were set in stone before I made anything public, of course. I feel like that just makes sense. I was actually, I'm gonna get to it, but let me say everything that I wanted to say. Because I know you're probably like, okay, what is she? Okay, I was not going to upload this video until I was already, like, I've already done what this video is about, but that would seriously be the biggest bomb to just drop on you guys and for you guys to really take in. Even though, yeah, I mean, like, I want you guys to be a part of the process, I just wanted to make sure I was ready to share, even though it seems like super spur of the moment and sudden, when it kind of was for you guys. This has been in the works since like end of August-ish, and I've not said a word other than to very close friends and family. Like I said, I know it feels new to you guys, but you know when girls will say, or just people in general, they'll say like they mentally kind of checked out or broke up with somebody before actually leaving. That's kind of how I am with this situation. I'm so mentally, like, I'm doing so good mentally, but like I'm saying, like, I've mentally detached myself from, okay, this isn't gonna make sense until I say what I'm doing. So I'm moving again. Yes, I am moving again. If you guys have not kept up with me, that is completely fine, but little refresher or just little backstory. I am from North Carolina. I mean, I was born in Virginia. See how I'm stalling? And it's okay. Let me give myself the time. I've been in North Carolina 15 years chilling. Like, this is where I was raised. I moved out of my family's house when I was 18 years old. I moved to an apartment complex in Raleigh. I was there for a year. I loved it, but I was ready for something different. I wanted to kind of expand my horizons, just place myself in a little more well-developed area that I felt like I could grow physically, mentally. I just thought it was, you know. So I had this whole series on my channel where I was apartment hunting for apartments in Charlotte. Long story short, I ended up getting accepted to a complex I absolutely loved in Charlotte. I still love. It's gorgeous. It was a great experience, but a month went by and I moved back to Raleigh, and that's where I've been for the last 6 months since then, just in a different complex because I didn't want to move back to the same apartment complex I was the first time around. I know you may be thinking, basically I'm moving, okay? If that's all you wanted to know, that's it, I'm moving. But I know you may be thinking, like, why are you going to move again if you just moved back from Charlotte? And in the video where I had talked about me moving back, I talked about how isolated I felt, how I just didn't feel like it was the right place for me, and I still don't, because I love Charlotte. It's gorgeous and there's a lot to do there. I would love to go back and visit, and I have been multiple times since I lived there, but I don't feel like it was for me. Because when have you guys ever heard me mention Charlotte before I moved there? never. I just knew it was something different. It wasn't too far from home, and it was a pretty city. Didn't really know much about it, but that's what kind of excited me because it was something new, and you know, I was just ready for a fresh start. I did not have any like base, I don't know the word. I didn't have a base there. I had no family, like I had nothing there. Like I just moved there with no nothing. And don't get me wrong, I love my alone time, but it didn't feel right. I feel like even if I did have friends there, Charlotte, I was there, and maybe if I would have stayed longer it would have started to feel like home, but I just wasn't feeling it. But my mistake that I made there, that I don't give myself shit for, there's no reason to give myself shit for things like things I'm not the most proud of in the past, because wouldn't be where I am today without it, and the past doesn't even exist anymore. So, but I moved. The moment I felt those negative emotions, I just dipped. I just immediately reacted from those negative emotions, and that is just a human trait. That's something that we all do. It may not be in an extreme way like I did, especially for me to make the whole process so public, and then I just moved back. It was like that all kind of built up to me feeling kind of guilty when I actually made the decision. But you don't grow doing that, and I'm not saying, I still don't think I would have made it through that year in Charlotte. It just really wasn't. But I was down bad in Charlotte, okay? It was bad. Okay, so what has always been for me is Florida. 100%. I just got so excited when I said that because, yeah, you guys know Florida has always been my happy place. I've always expressed it ever since, you know, maybe ever since since the first time I visited Florida when I was 14, I think. I fell in love. My last couple of birthdays I've celebrated there. I'm always coming back and forth from Florida. Y'all know that's really one of the only places I've ever visited. I love Florida. I don't know what it is. I mean, I do know what it is, but not specifically. It's just how I feel there. I've always felt like that is just my place. And you know, the last time I was in Florida, I was in Miami, Florida, and I had a lot of you guys ask, could you ever see yourself living there? Do you think you would ever move there? And I was like, I see all those comments, but I'm not gonna respond because I already know the answer. I'm just going to, you know, keep it, make sure things are set in stone before I say anything. I've gotten a lot better with that, like not just, yeah, you know. So flip stage. Okay, I did want to express how, yeah, like I did the whole Charlotte thing. It wasn't my favorite. I moved back to Raleigh. When I come back, I'm comfortable. Raleigh is like North Carolina, but specifically the Raleigh area. This is where I'm from. This is where I live. This is what's comfortable for me. This is what feels like kind of a comfort blanket around me. I know it like the back of my hand. I could probably take you anywhere. I always be using my GPS, but I could take you anywhere, and I've experienced pretty much everything there is to do here. Anybody that's from North Carolina can tell you, like, I mean, small town, we go to Target and Starbucks for fun. That's all there is. But you know, 6 months later, I realized where that got me. I'm comfortable. I'm right back to square one. And that doesn't mean I'm not thankful. You know, I'm thankful I'm even able to, y'all know, I'm not gonna get into all that, but like, I'm right back to square one. Where did that get me? Nowhere. Like, and that's where it really hit me. Do you want to be comfortable or do you want to grow? And you know, I can grow here, and I feel like recently I've gone through such a mental and emotional shift that this is the most myself I felt probably in my entire life. I feel like I have purpose. I feel like I have potential. That's great. Y'all have probably, you know, I cut my hair that I never thought I'd do. This shit looks fire. But the biggest shift that I'm about to go through is moving to a whole nother state, and not just Florida, but Miami, Florida. I'm moving to Miami, Florida. I'm moving to Miami. I'm moving to Miami. So like, yeah, I'm comfortable here, but it also gets emotionally, physically, and mentally draining knowing that I can only go in, it's just circles. Like, it's the same shit every day, and that's fine to have routine and structure, but I just know there's so much more out there for me. I would love to see what the potential I have and just how much more I have in me, but because I feel like I can only exert and produce so much here. It's really, you know, this is my hometown. I love it, but like, this is not, I don't think it's where I belong, you know? Yeah, so I officially got accepted into my future residence early September. I've known since then officially. So y'all can probably understand how I would emotionally or mentally kind of check out from North Carolina once that happened. Like, I knew I had my next plan set. So I'm actually really impressed with myself, the way I've been able to continue to create content here and just act as if, not really acting, but just trying to, yeah, it's not acting at all. I don't know why I said that. It's just being present and realizing, yes, it's in the future to come, but we still have over a month left. You know, that's then, this is now. And, you know, we just kept it pushing from there because I knew no matter how much I obsessed over the idea or the fact that I'm moving, it wasn't gonna come any faster. Y'all may have questions, why Miami opposed to any other part of Florida? I feel like a lot of y'all, especially if you live there, you could probably answer that question. But, you know, I've been to Miami a couple times now. I don't know the area inside and out, but I mean, like, I'm not even gonna get into that. I feel like the only thing I'll really end up doing in Orlando is Universal. That would be like a once in a blue moon thing. Miami has everything. The energy is incredible and it just feels like its own world. It really is. Oh yeah, I was also gonna say the difference of me moving to Charlotte opposed to Florida. There's tons of differences. Let me say Miami because I feel like people that live in Miami are gonna get on my ass if I say Florida rather than Miami. It's Miami, it's not Florida. I have friends, I have close family friends. Like, I have a base in Florida. I have Paige, which is seriously like an older sister to me. Her parents are like my second parents. I have probably more friends in Florida than I do here at this point. Oh, there was something else big I wanted to say. I don't want to miss anything. Oh yes, I did want to say I did want this video to go up before my upcoming birthday transformation type video because y'all are not dumb. Like, y'all are smart. If I'm just doing a little get together here with close friends, family, just a little birthday dinner slash hasta luego, like a farewell, even though I'll be back for Thanksgiving and, you know, plenty of times after that. But it would be, if I did not celebrate my birthday in Florida, y'all would know something is up. So I didn't want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells in that video because I'm gonna need to pack and I'm not gonna be in Florida yet, and, you know, at least I could be open about that process in that video rather than trying to avoid it and not say shit until I'm already there, because then it's like, y'all didn't get to be included in anything. Also, one of the last things I wanted to touch on is, this is also one of the main reasons, probably the biggest reason I wanted to learn Spanish, because I'm about to move to an area. I looked it up. I think it's over half the population speak Spanish, and it says, I looked up, around 683,000 people, I don't know how updated this is, but around 683,000 people speak English. 1.7 million people speak Spanish. That's a million more. And then, yeah, there's also like Asian and Pacific Islanders, like 25,000, which is insane. Yeah, like, I'm about to be in an area where like everybody speaks Spanish. Like, that's just, I'm gonna be surrounded by a completely different culture, a whole new language a majority of the time. There's gonna be places, like, I've seriously been told it may be hard to get around some places in Miami if you don't know Spanish, because that's what they speak there. And yeah, so for me to move to an area where everybody speaks Spanish, and it said like even people that speak English, it may not be very well, and you know, we've gone around just fine, but I feel like for me to be moving there, being a resident of Miami, it would be almost ignorant for me not to learn. Like, why would I not want to know? I can connect with tons of new people. Being able to speak Spanish, like, that's what I'm gonna be around. So I'm also really excited because I'll naturally be able to pick it up since I'll be around it anyway. It's always gonna be used. And I would feel so much better being able to speak to people with their first language, their native language, what they're most comfortable with, before they would have to go out of their way to speak English to me, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, like, why would I not want to? Literally, it's the second most spoken language in the US. It will never not go to use. I've always said if I was ever gonna learn a new language, it would be Spanish and American Sign Language, because I feel like those are both very useful and important languages to know. Yeah, we gonna learn. And my ultimate goal is to at least be able to have, I want to be conversationally fluent by, I'll say, the end of next year, and I completely think that's doable. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this video, like, I think I said everything I need to say. I filmed for 22 minutes. Yeah, I'm moving to Miami, Florida. I am officially checking out of North Carolina. I will not be coming back I'm gonna say that now because I really want to actually stay in a place for a year. Like, I just can't see myself living in Miami and wanting to come back to NC. And I'm not going to allow myself to do that. I'm saying it now. If y'all ever see me crying in Miami because I miss North Carolina, y'all feel free to yell at me. Like, y'all can keep me in check because, I mean, yeah, there may be times where I get homesick. I'm going to be, you know, around 12 hours away. But I'm ready to make that shift. I'm okay with being uncomfortable, and I know that I'm going to flourish there. So with all that being said, I'm just about to completely go into a new phase of my life, and I feel really good about it. That's pretty much it. This shit is really happening. It hasn't really hit me yet, so I'm extremely excited. So, you know, your girl going to Florida every other month for vacation. Your girl's about to officially live there, be a resident there, which is just incredible. But yeah, that's it. I feel like I don't need to say too much. I'm moving to Miami, Florida. So yeah, North Carolina, it's been real, but it's time to grow. It's time. I'm just so excited. Like, when I think about how I felt the last time I was in Miami, I can't even grasp the fact that I'm about to live in that. We were living like tourists, but I mean, why the fuck not? Like, I'm gonna be there, so, you know, it's gonna take me time to really learn the area. And I've already made so many cool connections with people that live there already. Yeah, I can't believe this shit is real life, but I'm so excited to take you guys through the process. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.